Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Slice of Shonen. I am your host, The Cloudy Crow. Today, we'll be reacting to Higurashi, When They Cry, episode 11. We are nearing the halfway point of this entire series, and things are definitely getting crazy, to say the least. So, in the last episode, we focused on SATOKO again. We got to learn more about her past, what happened to her parents, what happened to her brother, and how much of a scumbag her uncle and aunt were. So apparently, SATOKO's parents, we know from the episode before that they died when they were on vacation, and apparently the father that died wasn't actually her father because her mother remarried. So they died, and I guess they were put under the custody of her uncle and aunt. And those two are actual trash human beings. And this is just me being nice. So we found out that very early on, there was very many signs of abuse going on that were, before it was kind of split between SATOKO and her brother, because her brother would of course kind of get in between her and her uncle and aunt and kind of, I guess, shield her from whatever the heck they were trying to do. And they also took the money. The uncle and aunt took the money from their mother and father's will, and they used it to, like, I don't know, buy food and a bunch of other stuff, and they didn't even share any of those luxuries with the actual kids. So the list goes on and on for how terrible these guys are. But now her brother isn't a part of the equation anymore. And also, thank you guys for actually clarifying in the comment section, because I was confused. One person said that he died or disappeared during the last year's festival, and another person said that he left before last year's festival. And then you guys told me in the comment section that that's actually one of the major questions throughout this entire series, which is what actually happened to her brother. But right now it's just her uncle's back in the equation after fleeing because his wife ended up dying in the festival last year, so he ran away like a coward, and then he came back right around when the festival's about to start again, which is really weird. But now he's her guardian again, and the abuse is happening all over again, and her brother isn't there to shield her this time, so things are only getting worse. We saw her absolutely freak out in the middle of class due to, I'm guessing, the trauma that she's been experiencing outside of school. So my hope is that we can use this as evidence to get that man locked up in jail. But I mean, we don't have any concrete evidence. All we have is the testimony of a bunch of kids. But is that really enough to do anything? I guess we'll find out in this episode. So, if you guys are excited for the episode, make sure to leave a like. It helps me and the video out so much more than you might think. So if you could take the time to do that real quick, I would very much appreciate it. And also consider subscribing to the channel for more Higurashi reactions every single week. But with that all out of the way, let's get right into this episode. And then lastly, if you'd like to see the uncut picture-in-picture reaction, make sure to head on over to the Cloud Crowd Discord. The link to that will be in the description. All you have to do is join the Discord, go down to the questions room, and ask, how can I see the full picture-in-picture? And then myself or a mod will come to help you and make sure that you stay notified whenever a full reaction drops. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy the reaction, and let's get right into the video. Alright, so whenever you guys are ready, make sure to grab your source videos, pull them up, and get ready to sync them with me. Because today, we'll be starting episode 11 in... I know this has to hurt. Oh my god! Especially Rika, dude. Oh man. I know. Okay, so my guess is that there has to be another timeline that Rika, or another timeline where Rika has witnessed just what her uncle has been doing to her. So she's probably the most heated out of everyone. She's probably the angriest. out of all of Satoko's friends, and I wonder if she's actually gonna do anything about it. I wonder if any of them are gonna do anything about it, because I believe that might have been another timeline where we saw Keiichi attack the uncle while he was riding his scooter or his motorcycle or whatever that was. But since that happened in another timeline, like someone mentioned in the comments section, I don't think that that's going to happen in this timeline. I feel like something different is going to happen. But regardless, I mean, I'm not the kind of person to wish death on someone else. But if he just so happened to get hit by a bus, hey, I wouldn't be complaining. Because he definitely deserves it, man. He deserves to pay for his crimes somehow. Oh, finally! Okay. So now we have a teacher as a witness. Oh no. Oh no. I think as soon as the teacher came in, she remembered maybe what her uncle said after she visited their house last night, and she doesn't want things to get worse, so she immediately like snapped out of it and I guess reverted back to normal. They need some concrete evidence. Oh, Shion! Dude, someone predicted this! Someone predicted this! Oh man! Someone in the comments said that Shion was gonna hear about this and she was gonna get angry. And I hope she does. I'm with you! Let's do it! I'll get the katana again! Oh! So her brother told Shion to take care of her. Dude, Shion is preaching right now. That's how you know things are serious. He's got a point, but as long as he's here, that world is never going to exist either. Oh my gosh! Chill, Shion! I mean, but that just goes to show how serious she is about this. She called him an imbecile. Oh my gosh. Yeah. This is the same man that bashed his own head into a wall. Or a door in order to get out. Rika. Oh, her voice! Oh snap! This is future Rika right here. I'd probably feel the same as Shion if it were me. Like, I wouldn't mind being the villain, and I wouldn't even mind Satoko hating me if I could get that dude out of her life, because he's just trash. Man, if only we could have gotten the teacher to witness it. But as soon as she came in, Satoko snapped back to normal. Oh. Oh, whew! Sounded like Detective Delicious for a second. Dang, let her know, Shion. Yeah, I mean, it's not really kidnapping if he's her legal guardian. Oh, true! Oh my gosh! Mion bringing out the facts! I didn't even think about that. Oh my gosh. This is so frustrating. I wonder who her caseworker is. Because he's kind of like the prime person that we need to convince. Wait, she's the head of the Sonozaki family? Does that mean that that maybe her mother passed away? Because her mother she was a part of the Sonozaki family, right? And then she married into the Yakuza family. See? Ah, I knew she was hurting the most out of everyone. Alright, Keiichi. Ooh, I hope you got a good plan brewing in there. Ah, this is so weird, man. I still cannot get over the fact that Rena was a like psychopathic murderer just a few episodes ago, and now she's perfectly normal. So what is he gonna get all of these kids to do? Oh wow! I just realized Shion's in class. Oh snap, he's standing on the desk! Wow, I know the teacher's blown away by this. Is she gonna join in though? Oh snap, she didn't even call her Chie-sensei, she just said Chie. Did her voice! Oh my gosh, how is no one noticing? She sounds so much older than she looks. Let's go! Let's go. This is the final puzzle piece we needed. Everyone. Let's go, dude. So is this her caseworker? That's a lie! He didn't give SATOKO a dime! See, the biggest problem is we don't have hard evidence. Dude, why can't they just like set up some sort of routine where they monitor SATOKO over like, I don't know, 1 or 2 weeks, and they have her come in every day and they check and see if she's like being fed well, if she has any bruises or anything. Yeah. Dang, these guys know too! So I wonder if they're gonna get the village to chase him out. Dang, man, that's so sad. We accomplished pretty much nothing this episode. I mean, we've gotten, like, more numbers. We definitely are a much more powerful entity than what we were before. But when it comes to, like, making progress towards doing something about this abuse situation, we haven't really done anything. Ah, our favorite detective. He's back. So I feel like next episode, that's gonna be like the climax of this SATOKO arc. Because now, like, we kind of have a plan. We're heading in the right direction. We don't know exactly what to do or how we're gonna stop this, but we all have that same goal of stopping this in mind. So we're just gonna, I'm guessing, keep trying to, like, recruit more and more numbers and hopefully chase this guy out of town. Because the first reason why he left was because he knew about the festival and how, like, someone dies every year, and he didn't want to be a part of that, so he dipped. So maybe if the whole village comes and chases him away, like, that might frighten him off too, because this is the village where the festival is held. If so many people are like, I guess, this angry at him, then I don't know, he might be worried someone might try to take him out. Jeez. Ah, SATOKO! That's actually the craziest thing, though. Throughout all of this time, her uncle wasn't even in her file, or in the, like, abuse case. Her uncle wasn't even a suspect. It was just the aunt, until this very moment when he added his name. That's so weird. And even then, like, that doesn't make sense, because if there is past evidence of the aunt being abusive, then, like, I don't know, shouldn't the uncle be a suspect as well, because he's, like, allowing this abuse to happen in his household? That's so weird that they didn't even have him involved in the case until now, when he's probably the main person that was doing it. Ah, man, this just left a bad taste in my mouth, dude. I feel like these guys really... Ah, man. I don't know. I feel like they could do more for Satoko, but they aren't. And I guess that's what's the most disappointing. These child protective services guys, they definitely could do more. There definitely are more measures that they could take in order to ensure that Satoko isn't like enduring this abuse, but for whatever reason they're not, and it doesn't seem like they have any intention to. And I wonder if it's a reason bigger than like her lying in the past. I wonder if there's another reason why they're not like budging at all. Gosh, in this caseworker, like, I just want to hear, what are they doing? Because they said that they're actively looking into this case, but like, what are they doing? How are they collecting any information, any evidence? It seems like all they did was call the uncle, and of course the uncle's not gonna rat himself out and say, oh yeah, I've been abusing her this whole time. Of course he's gonna lie, but all they did was call him, and they're just trusting his word without even like going out of their way to figure out themselves if anything is going on. Like, I guarantee you, dude, on that day when their teacher went to pay a visit to Satoko, if the uncle would have let her into the home, she probably would have seen some signs of abuse. But she didn't have the authority to just budge her way into that home. But the Child Protective Services do. They have the authority to like go into the home and investigate and see if anything's going on. But they're not. Even though all of these people are telling them this is going on, they're just not. They're not. But man, I guess okay, I got a question of the day for you guys. My question of the day for you all is going to be, if you had to choose to team up with Shion or Keiichi, who would you choose? We know Keiichi, he wanted to take a more pacifist approach to things. He wanted to, I guess, yeah, just like settle this in a non-violent way and just get rid of the uncle without killing him. Whereas Shion, she was willing to become the villain if it meant that Satoko was safe. So who would you guys team up with? Me personally, I think I would have teamed up with Shion, dude. I think I would have teamed up with Shion because what this uncle is doing is so terrible to the point where I just wouldn't want Satoko to endure it, man. Even if Satoko ended up hating Shion forever, I think Shion would be willing to like take that just to make sure that she's safe, to make sure that she's not going through this anymore. And I think if I was in Shion's position, I would have done the same. I don't know if I would have taken a non-violent approach. Not to say that like I'm a violent person. I actually try to avoid conflict, but in these kind of situations, like, something has to be done. We can't just let this slide. We can't just let him get away with this, because we saw the look on her face when she was freaking out in the middle of class. She was begging and pleading for her older brother in the middle of class when like nothing, I guess, how do I explain it? Nothing abusive was going on in the classroom, but just because like Keiichi was about to pat her head, that just triggered some trauma inside of her and she just absolutely freaked out. So I don't know. I think if Shion would have saw that, she would have snapped. Oh my god. If Shion would have seen that look on Satoko's face, she would have absolutely snapped. I brought out a katana when I saw it. She probably would have brought the whole Yakuza. I guess that's pretty much it for this episode, man. I had a good time watching through it. It was pretty cool. Nothing super crazy happened, but I feel like this is like the rising action. We're getting closer and closer to the climax of Satoko's story, and I feel like it's only gonna get crazier from here, so man. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the episode, make sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts on the episode down below, and subscribe for more Sai Shonen content. And with that, I am going to head out, so I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a good one.